So we have the symbols of the tribes, and each tribe had its own symbol or several symbols, but each tribe at the least had its main symbol. So we find Judah. Judah is represented by a lion. Genesis 49 verse 9, it says, Judah is a lion's whelp, that is the son of a lion. From the plain, my son, you have gone up. He couches, he lies down as a lion. There's a young lion, and there's a lion, an older lion, who dares rouse him up. We find Levi. Levi was a priestly tribe. Within Levi you have the Levites and you have the priests, the Cohens. And both the priests, that is Cohens, and Levites, or the Levites, all were members of the tribe of Levi. They officiated in the temple service. The high priest had a breastplate known as Urim Betumim. Urim Betumim, that is the breastplate. On the breastplate there were stones. Engraved on the stones were names of the tribes, and the priest was enabled through divine inspiration to look at these Urim Betumim, as they are called, and to know what the message of God was telling him. So this representation of the Urim and Turim, of the Urim and Tumim, is the symbol of Levi. We find this into that in the Bible. It says in Deuteronomy 33 verse 8, of Levi he said, let your Tumim and your Urim belong to your godly man whom you proved at Massa. As it says in Deuteronomy 33, of Levi he said, let your Tumim and your Urim belong to your godly man whom you proved at Massa, with whom you contended at the waters of Meribah. The Levites and priests served in the temple. After them we have Simeon. Simeon is usually represented by the picture of Shechem, of a city known as Shechem, as we are told how Simeon with his brother Levi, they captured when they were quite young the city of Shechem. See Genesis 34:25. And so a picture of this city is usually given as a symbol of Simeon. Another symbol of Simeon was, as Stephen Collins reminded me, another symbol of Simeon was a picture of a sword, and the blessing or the prediction concerning Simeon and his brother Levi was that Klei Hamas Makorotehem, they will be recognizable, or their way of living will be tools of violence, and apparently the sword is what is meant by the tools of violence. So the sword is also sometimes given as a representation of Simeon. And the Zohar also seems to imply that a representation of Simeon was a bull, though a bull is usually associated with Joseph, as we will show. Reuben was represented by mandrakes. Mandrakes is a type of plant, often something similar to ginseng. It was shaped like a man. It was assumed to have aphrodisiac properties. And Reuben found some in the field and brought them to his mother Leah, and there's a story concerning him and what happened after that. See Genesis chapter 30, Genesis 30:14. So Reuben is represented by this plant, by mandrakes. Another symbol of Reuben is a rising sun, as we find often in synagogue art. I don't know the source of it, so I have ideas concerning what the source might be, but for certainty we cannot say. At all events, Reuben is alternately represented by a rising sun.